to Oakland Alameda Coliseum, where tonight it is the New York Yankees taking on the Oakland Athletics. As today it is the 1927-2002 Super Advanced Alternate Universe replay as the 1927 Yankees take on the 2002 Yankees season as the series moves to the Oakland Coliseum to take on the MoneyBall Oakland Athletics. Today, the New York Yankees come in with a record of 12 wins and 8 losses, while the Oakland Athletics come in with a record of 10 wins and 9 losses. This A's team is not the Moneyball team you've seen in the movie. Their outfield defense is not good, which will play to the Yankees' favor. Infield is good. They have a couple solid position players in third and short. And the Yankees, but it'll be a great pitching matchup. As for the Yankees, will be left-hander Herb Pennock, and he'll be taking on Tim Hudson for the Oakland Athletics here in Oakland. Here is your starting lineup for the Yankees as the A's have taken the field. Earl Combs leading off, and he is probably one of the hottest Yankees on this team. Mark Koenig is batting second, playing short. Batting third, the third baseman is the right fielder Babe Ruth. Batting fourth, the Iron Horse Lou Gehrig. Batting fifth, the left fielder Bob Musial. Batting sixth, the second baseman Tony Lazzeri. Batting seventh, the third baseman Joe Dugan. Batting eighth, the catcher Johnny Grabowski. And batting ninth, the designated hitter Cedric Durst. With the right-hander on the mound, Durst gets the start as Ben Pascal didn't have that many at-bats in the 27 season, so they're going to have to give him a rest here and there just to probably keep him safe, I would think. So here we go. The Oakland Athletics have taken the field, and here is your A's defense. For the A's, left fielder Jeremy Giambi, center fielder is Terrence Long, and right fielder is David Justice. Around the infield is Chavez at third, Tejada at short, Menachino at second, and the famous Carlos Pena at first. Behind the plate is Ramon Hernandez, and pitching is one of their starter studs, Tim Hudson. Remember, before there was the Atlanta Braves stud roster, this is when Atlanta featured Mulder, Hudson, and Zito going back to back to back. This is a tough rotation the A's bring in. Again, it's funny when you look at the Moneyball team, you don't hear a lot about Chavez at third and Tejada at short and what kind of MVP seasons they both had, and also their starting stud staff. They were more based on the Scotty Hatterberg, who was the DH on this team, trading Carlos Pena at first and moving some of the regulars in or getting production out of David Justice, who had a decent year but not an awesome year. It's kind of funny when you look at that. You look at this team, how the stats ended up playing, and how the movie kind of portrays them. So here is the Yankees. They'll lead off with Earl Combs. Again, this is Super Advanced Stratomatic. We'll play with weather and ballparks today. As for left-handed hitters, singles are 1 to 7. Righties are only a 1 on singles. Tough to get hits here in this ballpark. Home runs are pretty good, 55% for both lefty and righties, 1 to 11. So here we go. Earl Combs is the left-hander, and the Yankees visit California for the very first time. We have baseball here on the channel, so let's get this going. As Earl Combs and the Metro New York Yankees start off the first pitch, and here's Combs. 5 for 5, I believe, in his last game. 36 hits, which probably leads the team. He's 36 of 94, 22 runs scored. He has 5 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, and he has 10 runs batted in. He's hitting a robust 383. Left-handed hitting Combs against a Roy Hudson. Here we go. 3-4 ground ball down the first. That'll be Carlos Pena. He'll pitch it to Hudson, and that is out number 1. So 3-1 on that play. And I just gave an error, so I have to reset this entire thing immediately. So let's go ahead and restart this a little bit here. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's go and put outs to, let's see, out 0 should do it. All right, and again, that was a 3-1 play. So Combs is retired. So the tough Earl Combs is done. Here's Mark Koenig, the shortstop. He brought his average up to 245 in a solid third game in the series against Toronto. He's 23 of 94, 5 doubles, a triple, home run, and 9 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Hudson, the right-hander. 2-7, and that is a single to center field for Mark Koenig. So he'll continue the hot bat. He's on base. Hudson is a -2 for Hernandez, -2 to hold, and that makes him -5. So they will not try to steal. And will they hold them? He's a D. With a 1-14 running, they will hold him on. So now here is the Bambino. Average now down to 309. He's 21 of 68, 2 doubles, a triple, 8 homers, 15 RBIs, 29 walks. So Ruth's average coming down a little bit. Hudson from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Ruth. 5-5. That is a single only on a 1. He got the 2. Line drive second base right at Frank Manicino. So that is the second out. And here is Lou Gehrig, who's hotter than a July 4th firecracker. Consider that was a date in history. He retired. He's hitting .359. He's 28 of 78. 9 doubles, a triple, 11 homers, and 35 RBIs on the season. So lefty-righty matchup. Runner on first, 2 outs. Hudson to Gehrig. And here it is. 1-4, just missed it. Fly ball in the deep right field. That air here in Oakland is going to stop that one from traveling as Justice makes the catch and ends the inning. Boy, did he just miss that by a foot. Yankees are down on the first. We go to the bottom first. Yankees nothing. Oakland coming up the bat. For the Oakland Athletics, it'll be Jeremy Giambi. He'll lead off for the A's. He'll be followed by Frank Manicino at second. Scotty Hanneberg, the designated hitter. Dave Justice in right. Eric Chavez at third. Miguel Tejada at short. Terrence Long in center. Ramon Hernandez behind the plate. And the famous Carlos Pena. He's batting ninth at first. For the Yankees, defensively, things have not changed. The only thing that changes in their lineup is usually the catcher on a game basis. It's Musial, Combs, and Ruth, followed by Dugan, Koenig, Wazzeri, and Gehrig. Grabowski behind the plate, and Pennock on the mound. Remember, this team has been struggling with the glove lately as they've made a lot of mistakes, and it's kind of cost them in their series against Toronto. We play here in the bottom of the first inning, and there is no score. So here is Jeremy Giambi, brother of Jason, left-handed hitter against Pennock. Here's the pitch. 3-11, and that is a single one. The 10-out base hit for Jeremy Giambi. Lefty on lefty, and he stayed in there and got the base hit. He's an East Steeler, will not be held. He's a 1-10 running. So here's Frank Manicino, runner on first, nobody out. Manicino, the second baseman. Manicino hit .205 during the season, 132 at-bats. Righty-lefty matchup. Pennock from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-6, single 1-8. That's a 15. Line drive to Koenig for out number 1. So Manicino retired, and now here is the famous designated hitter of the lineup, Scotty Hanneberg. And this is when Billy Beane and his experts decided they wanted to make something in this game and decided they wanted to move Scotty Hanneberg to first base. He was a 4.10. They always said he was not a good first baseman. I mean, a 4 means you don't have a lot of range, but he committed a lot of errors, so he got to everything that was usually hit at him. Again, when he got to him was sometimes always the issue. Again, a lot of these days are forwards on defense, so it makes it a little bit difficult for this team. So here is Hanneberg, runner on first, 1 out. Left-handed hitter against the left-hander Pennock. Here's the pitch. 5-8 lefty is a single to left field. So Scotty Hanneberg with a base hit. That'll drive Giambi to second. He's only 1-10. He's only I believe 1-10 running. So Giambi will hold there, and it's 2 on and 1 out. So let's make sure. 5-8. Wait a minute. Left, that's Musial. He's a -5. We'll hold him there. So 2 on and 1 out. And now here is the former Yankee, David Justice. So Justice comes up. 4-E5 and right, 2 on, 1 out. Justice on the season, he is portrayed kind of as the mentor on this team. 11 home runs, 49 RBIs, hit 266. Lefty matchup. Pennock in a little bit of a jam early here at the Coliseum. Here is the pitch from Pennock. 1-10, ground ball to the pitcher. He throws a short back to first in a double play. 1-6-3. So that does it there for the Oakland Athletics. They turn the double play and they get out of it. We go to the top of the second and no score. So Herb Pennock turns a nicely done double play, and the Yankees will take over here in the second. So the A's waste a couple hits, a double play ends the inning, and now we're in the top of the second here at the Oakland Coliseum. The score is Yankees nothing and the Oakland Athletics nothing. So now the Yankees will come up with Bob Musial, hot Yankee, 345 himself, 29 of 84, 3 doubles, 3 triples, only a home run, and he has 14 runs batted in. Righty matchup. Hudson with the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-2, and he draws the walk. So Bob Musial draws the walk. For Bob Musial, that was walk number 12. So Musial's on base. He's kind of starred, but he's not going to run. That makes him a 60% 1-12. So Musial's going to stay where he's at. Here is Tony Lazzari. He's hitting 244. That's kind of been a problem in this Yankee team. 20 of 82, 2 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs, 16 ribbies. Hudson from the stretch, runner on first, no out, holding on Musial. Here's the pitch, 6-6 single, right field. So Tony Lazzari with the base hit. Let's see what they'll do here. That is Justice in right. Justice is a +2. +2. They were holding a -1, so that is a +1. That is a +2 going to third. So it's a +2, +1. That is a +3. For Musial ahead to either 1-18 going first to third. He'll go to third, and they will not make the throw. So the Yankees take advantage of the ball hitting the right field. Poor arm from Justice. First and third, Yanks with nobody out. And now here's Joe Dugan hitting 255, 5 doubles, 3 triples. 3 doubles, no triples, no homers, and 5 RBIs. He's kind of been split some time this year. Here is Hudson now, 2 on, no out. Hudson working from the stretch. Let's see if Hudson can work his way out of this one. 4-6, 5 ball into right field. Justice comes over, makes the catch, and that's out number 1. And here's the catcher. The catcher kind of not, I don't know if they're a platoon or not, but they seem to be taking turns every other day. Here is Johnny Grabowski's turn. Grabowski hitting 250, 7 of 28. 2 doubles and 1 RBI. Right-handed hitting catcher against Hudson. 4-11 on a righty. Single 1-7. That's a 5. Gets it past the Hada for a base hit. Runners will hold. No, that will score Musial from third. Lazzari stops at second, and from going first to third, the Yankees take a 1-0 lead. So the hustle by Musial gives the Yankees a 1-0 lead here in the second. Here's the designator, Cedric Durst. Not seen a lot of time. 1 for 11. He has an RBI. Lefty-righty matchup, first and second. A's looking to get a double play ball on this one right now. 2-6 is a fly ball in the right field. Justice comes in, makes the catch, and the runners will hold. Here is Earl Combs. Again, Yankees get to reset this top of the lineup again and see if they can keep bashing. He grounded first his first time up. Combs coming off a 5-hit game against Toronto. Hudson from the stretch. 2 on, 2 out. 1-0 Yankees to the top of the second. That rolls around 5-8, and that's a ground ball to second base. Hit it at the right Oakland Athletic. That is Menachino. Menachino is he's a 4E5, so if he can avoid a low number, he will prevent it from getting a hit. Let's see. That is, wait a minute, that's a 6. That should be a base hit. We're gonna have to look at that one. I believe that's a hit. Let's see if he stopped it from going in the outfield. On a 12. So there's no error. That is a 6-on-a-4 single. So a 6-on-a-4. So it's an infield hit for Combs. And the Yankees have loaded the bases with 2 outs, giving Koenig a chance. So Frank Maticino knocked the ball down, but he's unable to make the play. So that is the Yankees' 4th hit in an inning in 2/3. I thought Maticino had it. He didn't now. So here's Koenig. Bases jammed, 2 outs. Koenig, the hit against Justice, against Hudson. 4-11. Walked him. 4-11. Lefties a walk. And the Yankees take out 3-1 lead. And it brings up the Bambino. So the Yankees making their first ever West Coast trip here ever. And it's 2-0 right now. 2 in. The bases remain loaded. Ruth line is second, his first time up. An opportunity for the Yankees to maybe blow this thing open. Hudson possibly gives off a big blow here, and he could be out of this ball game. Hudson from the stretch. 4-5 ground ball to second. Maticino has it, flips it to Pena, and the Yankees strand the bases loaded. But the Yankees score twice. They left the bases loaded at the end of an inning and a half. It's 2-0 New York. And for the Oakland Athletics, it'll be Eric Chavez, Miguel Tejada, and Terrence Long. Bottom of the second coming up here at the Oakland Alameda Coliseum. As Eric Chavez steps in again, we look at the movie. They did not pay attention to these next 2 players, in my opinion. Chavez hit 308. Oh, that's Tejada. He's another story. I believe he might have won MVP that year. Chavez hit 275, 34 home runs, 109 RBIs, and he's a 1E20. So he had Golden Globes with Chavez and Tejada. Something that, again, kind of ignored in my opinion. So lefty-lefty matchup from Pennock. By the way, Herb Pennock on the season has pitched 20 2/3 innings. We didn't go over this. He's given up 7 earned runs, 20 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. He's 1-0. And he has, let's see what he has done so far on the season. He has given up 3 home runs. He has an ERA of 3.05. Opponent's average is 2.56. So let's go ahead as Eric Chavez again steps up to the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here we go. Chavez against Pennock. 5-7 lefty is a ground ball to second. That is Lazzari. Lazzari's up 2E26. Let's see if Lazzari comes up with the big play. It's a 2. That's a base hit. So Lazzari knocks it down. He's not going to have a play there. And it's an 8-on-a-26. There's no error. And that's a base hit. So a base hit for Eric Chavez. So the A's with their 3rd hit of the ball game. So Chavez is on. He gets it on a 7. Let's see. So it is if you hold them, which you probably would, Chavez is a C. You'll hold them. -2. I believe Grabowski is a 0. So it's only a -2 to get the jump. So if he gets it on a 7, it's a 13 or less. Because 7's an easy probability one, that means to get the best odds on a 7. Let's see if he can get it. Let's see. Chavez has a 6. Does not get the lead. He was trying, though. Here is Miguel Tejada again. MVP candidate, 308, 34 home runs, 131 RBIs. To me, honestly ignored by this movie. Tejada against Pennock. Here's the pitch. That is going to be a 2. It rolls around with some oomph. 2-8 double play ball. Hits at a 3rd. Dugan. The 2nd. The 1st. Double play. 5-4-3. So nice job from Dugan with the 2nd. Back to 1st. Around the horn to get 2 for the price of 1. So the 2 double play balls so far for the Athletics so far. And here is Terrence Long, the center fielder. They featured Long a little bit in the movie. Long 240, hit almost 600 at bats, 16 home runs. So here we go, lefty-lefty matchup. Pennock to Long. That is a 6 and a 9. Ground ball 2nd, picked up Lazzari. Gets it, tosses it to 1st, and 3 up, 3 down go the A's. We played 2-0 New York. So the Yanks trying to break this little losing streak of theirs that they had at home as Toronto came in and took 3 straight as the Yankees have started to drop a little bit in the American League's Eastern Division. And I'm bringing some my charts back into play here, so I have them. All right, top of the third, it'll be Garrett, Musil, and Lazeri. Garrett fly to right his last time up. I mean, he just missed the Hudson pitch. He almost departed it into the bay. So here we go. Hudson looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That's a 2. That's an 8. And struck him out. So Garrett down on strikes. Tim Hudson, he threw that nasty splitter 1 away. Here is Bob Musil. Musil so far walked and scored in the second. So again, Hudson on the mound. 2-0 Yanks. Top of the third. 1 away. Here's a pitch from Musil. And the pitch. 3-8 single for Bob Musil. So along with Combs, he's the hottest Yankee right now. Runner on first, 1 away. Here's Tony Lazeri. Singled and scored his last time up. Runner on first and 1 out. Again, he'll be held, but he won't be trying to steal. Hudson down from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out and deals 3-7. And that's a single 1-4. No, that's a line drive to the shortstop. Miguel Tejada, 2 away. Here is Joe Dugan, the third baseman. So Dugan, the batter. Dugan fly to right his first time up. Hudson from the stretch, runner on first and 2 outs. Here's a pitch from Timmy Hudson, 2-11. It popped it straight up to the shortstop. That should be an easy play for Tejada. Makes the catch, and the Yankees are out of there. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We played 2.5 innings of play. Yankees 2, Oakland 0. So last of the third, it's 2-0, 27 Yanks over to MoneyBall A's. Here the first game of a 3-game series, the Oakland Athletics. Last of the third here. So now it'll be Ramon Hernandez, Carlos Pena, and Jeremy Giambi. So here comes Ramon Hernandez. Hernandez will bat against Pennock here. He's his starting catcher. Gets majority of time. 233, 400 at bats. 1-7 versus a lefty. That's a base hit. That's a hit hard. So Hernandez is on. That's one time he benefited hitting against a lefty. So Hernandez is on board. And now here comes the famed Carlos Pena. Still on the team till he gets traded to the Detroit Tigers. That forced Scotty Hatteberg to play first base all the time, and then the Oakland Athletics took off from there as a winning team. Pena on at first, nobody out. Pennock from the stretch. Here's the pitch to the lefty, Pena. 2-10. Oh, Carlos Pena, why did you trade him? 2-10. Hits a drive to deep right field. Back goes Ruth running out of room. See ya. Home run Athletics. 2-1 Oakland. So Carlos Pena, 19 home runs on the year. He played all year in the American League, so he had 1 card in between the A's and the Tigers, and a 2-run homer for Carlos Pena. So let's go ahead, and I messed that one up also. So let's go ahead and reset the inning real quick, and I'm going to redo this. So go ahead and reset this. Reset to 0 outs. So it was a single. It was a single from Hernandez and a 2-run bomb for Carlos Pena. 2-1 Oakland here in the bottom of the third inning. So just like that, here's Jeremy Giambi. That was the 5th hit of the ball game for the A's. Pennock now working from the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a 3. That's a 3-5. Struck him out. This time, Giambi kind of waved out a slider. He had all those walks sitting there. And now there's 2 outs. Here's Frank Menachino. Sounds like a coffee drink. Menachino, right-handed hitter, second baseman, line to short his first time up. Hudson. Here's the pitch from Pennock, left-handed pitcher. 3-4, ground ball in the hole, shortstop. That's Koenig. Throws him out. And that is out number 2. Now here is Mr. Scotty Hatteberg. Hatteberg singled his first time up. 2-2 ball game here in Oakland. Pennock looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 3-11. Deep drive down the left field line. That could be trouble. Back goes left fielder Musil at the track and makes the catch. Oh my goodness. Ballpark home run, 3-11. But he rolled a 19. So Musil makes the catch, as it definitely did not fall in the 1-11. So the A's score 2 on a home run by Carlos Pena. We go to the fourth. We're tied at 2. So Scotty had him. So it's a good pitching matchup between Hudson and Pennock. Both teams giving up 5 hits apiece as we play the top of the fourth inning. Top of the fourth inning. Here we go. It's going to be Grabowski, Durst, and Combs. Grabowski singled a run in his first time up. Hudson looks in, gets the sign. That rolls around with some English. 4-7, righty, struck him out. Splitter away, got the inside corner one way. Here is Cedric Durst. Durst 5 rides first time up. Durst so far 1-13. Again, all DHs for the 27 Yankees. Bat 9th in this lineup. Here we go. Hudson with a pitch. 3-2, fly ball center field. Terrence Long is there. Makes the catch. This A's defensive outfield, if they don't get checked on the X chances, they'll play like ones out there. They're not going to drop anything. You got to test them. If you can test them, then the Yankees have a chance. They're all 4s out there. And now here's Combs. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Average now up to 385. Hudson looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 5-6 lefty and struck him out again, looking inside corner. Hudson gets 2, and we go to the last of the fourth. Tie at 2. Oh my. Hudson, 2 strikeouts in the fourth. So now a 2-2 tie here in the fourth. It'll be Justice, Chavez, and Tejada. Justice hit into a double play his first time up. Pennock on the mound looking in. The Yankees bullpen has been getting kind of hit a little bit hard too. Justice on a 3-8 struck him out. Big strikeout for Herb Pennock. Justice did not swing well at that one, lefty or righty. That's a strikeout. And now here is Eric Chavez. So Chavez, the batter, singled his first time up. Pennock looks in, gets the sign for Grabowski, winds, and there's the pitch. 5-4 lefty, and that's a fly ball center field. Again, that is Combs, makes the catch, and there is 2 outs. So Chavez retired. There's Miguel Tejada, the original Miggy. Ground to a 5-4-3 double play his last time up. 2 outs here in the fourth. Game tied at 2. Both teams with 5 hits. Pennock just aside. There's the pitch. 4-8 righty, and that's a single 1-3. That's a 5. That is a line drive to the shortstop. Ends the inning. So Koenig throws the ball back in the infield. A's retired 1-2-3. Let's head to the fifth. 2-2 is your score. So 2-2 is your score. Top of the fifth. Good ball game here at Oakland Alameda Coliseum. I believe this is a Monday night, I believe, affair. Exact date. Let's look at the date we have here. It was a Tuesday, April 23rd, 2002. 40,000 here at the Network Associates Coliseum. 2.5-hour game. The 2002 Yankees defeated the 2002 A's 2-1. Great pitching matchup between Ramon Hernandez and Timmy Hudson, as Mo Rivera got the save and gave the Yanks a big win. Yankees were 13-8, so this Yankee team is basically playing about like that season. Funny enough. So here we go. We'll now continue on the 5th inning. Top of the 5th, both teams with 5 hits. Koenig and Gary. Koenig can be an igniter on this team. He singled and walked. He drove in a run with a walk. So now Hudson looks in. Here's the sign. Lefty-righty matchup. 3-4. Not a ballpark single on a righty. That's not going to be good. I believe ends up being a 1. It is, and that's a 10. So that is going to be a line drive to the second baseman. So L4 on the play. So L4 for Koenig, and now Murder's Row. Here is Babe. He's 0 for 2. Line to second and ground to second. Lefty-righty matchup. Hudson looks in, gets the sign from Hernandez. Here's the windup and deals. 6-10, fly ball center field X. There's your X chance. Long's a 4E8. You need higher than 11 on the 20 to avoid a hit. and then it's an E8. Now he gets the 18, so Terrence Long avoids the error. He rolls the 18, and that is an F2. 12 on an 8 and makes the catch. How about that? 2 away. So 2 outs. Questionably, the Yanks go to their bullpen if they need to in this game. Again, this team got struggled. They had to go to Wilson Moore in the last game as Dutch Ruther just got bombed for the Yanks. So Gary go for 2, find a right strikeout. Hudson looks in, gets the sign from Hernandez. Hudson's dealt with murder's row quite well so far today. Not time he may not have. Let's see what this rolls into. That is a 1-6. That's gone. Deep the right field. Way back goes Justice. Looks up and gone. See ya. Home run, Lou Gehrig. That is Gehrig's 12th home run of the year. And the Iron Horse just gives the Yanks a 3-2 lead. So Gehrig touches them all. And that's what we kind of had to worry about. And now here's Bob Musial. So big as the Yankees come out of their dugout. So now here's Musial. Single with a walk and a run scored. And that's going to be a 1-9. That's a drive to deep left field off the top of the wall. Musial with a stand-up double. So Musial 2 for 2 as his hot bat just continues to really ignite here for the Yankees early on. So now here is Tony Lazzeri. Runner on second, 2 outs. Lazzeri 1 for 2. Hudson from the stretch. Hudson getting hit hard right now. 5-7 righty. That's a base hit for Lazzeri, a single, 2 stars. That will score Musial from second without even throwing. The Yankees lead it 4-2. RBI Tony Lazzeri. So Lazzeri now is 2 for 3. So big outing here for the Yanks. And now here's Joe Dugan, a good 5th inning for them. So Hudson now, runner on first and 2 outs from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hudson. 5-6, fly ball left field. Big catch will be made. It is. So catch made by the left fielder, Giambi. Yankees score 2 runs on 3 hits, strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 5th here at the Oakland Alameda Coliseum. It is 4-2 Yankees. So now be Long, Hernandez, and Carlos Pena. The bat for the Oakland Athletics here in the 5th. So now let's see what happens here. Trying to see if anything is going on. Long 0 for 1. Lefty match. Let's see if Pennock can struggles or he continues. 1-5 struck him out. Base strikeout Terrence Long. So Long didn't look comfortable in the zone that time. 1 away. Here's Ramon Hernandez. Singled and scored in front of Carlos Pena's home run his last time up. Pennock with the windup and the pitch. 3-7 lefty, ground ball shortstop. That is Koenig, makes the play, and there's 2 outs. And now here's Pena, nobody on this time. 2-run long home run his last time up. 2 outs in the 5th. Yankees lead 4-2, out hitting the 8th, 8-5. Hudson gets the side. Here's a pitch from Pennock, lefty. That's a 2-7. That's a line drive in the gap. Pena will have himself a double. So Pena's 2 for 2. And it brings the top of the order in Jeremy Giambi, who's 1 for 2, led off the game with a single. Lefty-lefty matchup, but Giambi sticks in there well. It seems against left-handers, a 274 hitter. So Giambi to hit here against Herb Pennock. Runner on second, 2 outs. Pennock from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-6 pop to first. Gehrig's there, calls everyone off, makes the catch, and ends the 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit. Runner left on second. We play 5. It is 4-2 Yanks. So now top of the 6th inning, it'll be Grabowski, Durst, and Combs, the 4th time through the order against Timmy Hudson. So Hudson has struggled a bit. If you're in the 6th inning and you're going to the lineup for the 4th time, that is some problems you are then dealing with. So here is Grabowski, 1 for 2, RBI single. Hudson with the windup. Here is the pitch. 2-8 righty single for Grabowski. He's 2 for 3. So base hit number 9 for the Yanks. Grabowski's on. And now here is the designated hitter, again, Cedric Durst. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame. Lefty-righty matchup. Hudson from the stretch. Runner on first and nobody out. Here's the pitch. That rolls around. Let's see what it is. 2-5. Fly ball right field. That will be right fielder Justice makes the catch. And that is out number 1. Here's Earl Combs. Along with Bob Musial, probably one of the hottest Yankees. Combs 1 for 3. Single back in the second. Hudson from the stretch. Runner on first, 1 out. And the pitch. 3-2. Fouls out behind the plate. That is Hernandez. Throws the gear. Makes the catch. 2 outs. So Combs retired. Now here's Koenig. Again, it resets this Yankee murder row lineup again through the 4th time here in the 6th inning. Runner on first, 2 outs. Koenig, who is 1 for 2. He walked RBI walk in second, singled in the first. Left-handed hitter against Hudson. Hudson from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-8 lefty single on the 4. No. Ground ball down the first. Pena getting it, takes it to the bag himself, and Murder's Row will come up in the fatigue end for Hudson as we go to the bottom of the 6th with the Yankees leading by 2. So Herb Pennock, who can go into the 9th inning, so he can definitely go the entire distance if he is strong enough. He will pitch to Menachino, Hatteberg, and Justice. So here we go. So Frank Menachino, 0 for 2, right-handed hitter against Pennock. Pennock in the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-9, and that's a long drive in the gap for a base hit. It's cut off nicely by Combs. Gets it back in, and a single for Frank Menachino. Not being held. He's an East Steeler, no hitting, so he'll be on at first. They'll play back of him, and now here is the left-handed hitter, Scotty Hatteberg. 1 for 2 in the ball game. The Oakland Athletics bring the tying runner to the plate here. Runner on first and nobody out. Hatteberg comes up. Lefty-lefty matchup. Pennock from the stretch. He's induced 2 Oakland double plays so far. 4, 6. And a lefty struck him out. This time Hatteberg did not look comfortable up there against Pennock. 1 away. So now here's the left-handed hitter, David Justice. Hit into a double play and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Justice hits definitely better against righties. That is for sure. Pennock goes in from the stretch. Run on first and 1 out. Here's the pitch to David. That's a 5. That is a 6 to Pennock. That's a single 1 to 3. That is a line drive to the second baseman. I think he's hit that before. So L4 for Justice, 2 away. And now here is the left-handed third baseman, Eric Chavez, with 2 outs here in the 6th. Chavez 1 for 2, singled back in the 2nd inning. Pennock trying to get through this 6th. Pennock working from the stretch. Tying runner off the plate. Menachino at first. Here goes Menachino. He's off with a pitch. 4-8 lefty single for Eric Chavez. And that will be a single 1-star. He was in front of him. He still had to hold up with Musial's arm. Now there's 2 on and 2 outs for Miggy, the original Miggy. That's Miguel Tejada. 0 for 2, ground into a double play in the 2nd, line to short in the 4th. 2 on, 2 out, righty-lefty matchup. Pennock from the stretch. 2 on, 2 out for the Athletics. 4-2 Yankees. Here's the pitch. 4-5. Popped it straight up. That is Koenig. Calls everyone off. Makes the catch and ends the inning. Wow. Pennock gets himself out, in and out of trouble, and gets out of the 6th inning. We now go to the fatigue part of Tim Hudson's inning. The Yankees 4 runs, 9 hits. The A's 2 runs, 8 hits. Definitely not been a walk in the park for Herb Pennock so far, holding on to a 2-run lead as we play the top of the 7th inning. It's going to be Ruth, Gehrig, and Musial. Definitely the hardest order you're ever going to find. Hudson the 7th, Ruth 0 for 3. Hudson winds up and deals 4-3, fly ball right field. That is Justice. He hit the X. That's only the 2nd X today. Let's see if Justice makes this one. He's a 4-5. He's competent, but he doesn't have the range like he used to. The knees give him problems. Can he get to it? It's a 19. He does. F9. Oh, my goodness. Second time of 4 has been hit, too, and they've gotten the ball. One away. Here is Gehrig. He's the difference in the game. He had a solo home run back in the 5th inning. The Yankees up 3-2 lead. Gehrig 1 for 3, hitting .358. That was home run number 12 for him. Leads the team. Here is Hudson from the mound, from the windup. 4-8. Lefty as a fly ball. Center field keeps it in the park. That is Terrence Long makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here is Bob Musial. 2 outs here in the 7th. Musial is 2 for 2, 2 runs scored. He's hitting .360 with 15 runs scored, 31 hits. Hottest Yankee. Hudson now gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Musial. 3-8 single to right field. He's done it again. So Musial's on again, having a Combs day, 3 for 3. And now here it is, Tony Lazzari. He's 2 for 3 today. He's needed this in his average. We'll see Lazzari keeps it alive. Hudson now working from the stretch. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And that rolls around with some oomph. 1-8. And that's a drive in the gap. Oh, it's off the top of the wall. Musial will stop at third. That was only a single and 2 stars. Possible triple. So Musial stops at third. That's first and third, 2 outs. So now here's Dugan. And now the A's, again, what we are playing, folks, is an as stock replay. That means anyone in the stack can come in for the A's. So they may go to their sidewinder, Chad Bradford. So let's see who they have available. Let's look at Bradford and see if we can get him in this ball game. Yeah, nasty. So here comes Bradford. Hudson's a righty too, but this is when you want the better card. 6 2/3 for Hudson. He comes out, and here comes a pitching change for the Oakland Athletics. So here we go, pitching change. New opposing pitcher, and it's going to be Chad Bradford. Does not pitch, and he comes in. So first and third, 2 outs, and here comes Joe Dugan. He's 0 for 3 in the ball game. Bradford in, righty matchup. On deck is Grabowski. Bradford looks in. First and third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. 4-3, righty. Ground ball to first. That is Pena. That's why it's good not to have Scotty Hatteberg over there. That is going to be Pena. Pena's a 2-6. That's why he was over there. Solid defense. He keeps the ball in front of him. He gets it 15, a 13. I'm going to call that a 3-1. So the Yankees are out of the inning. So 3-1. Everyone will hold their bases. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Let's hug someone here at the Networks Coliseum. It's 4-2 Yanks. The Yankees, 4 runs, 11 hits, and nowheres. The A's, 2 runs on 8 hits. So now Herb Pennock comes in his 7th inning of work. Going through the last of the 3. This will give 25, 26, and batting number 27. So the Yankees may have to consider the bullpen at some point. It's a 4-2 ball game. So far, it's all Yanks. So for Yankees taking control of this, let's see if the A's get back in this. Terrence Long, Ramon Hernandez, and Carlos Pena. Lefty matchup. Long steps in against Pennock. Pennock the windup. Here's the pitch. 4-6, struck him out. Either way, you'll pinch hit for him. So Long strikes out, 1 away. Here's Ramon Hernandez. This is where they want the matchups. Hernandez is strong against lefties. And then you get Pena, who is strong against lefties also. Pennock looks in, gets the sign, and the pitch. That rolls around on a 2-8. Ground ball back to the mound. Fielded by Pennock. Gets it, sets, throws him out for out number 2. Here's Carlos Pena. So Pena the batter, 2 outs. Pena has homered, and he's doubled. He's 2 for 2. He has 6 total bases, including a 2-run homer back in the 3rd. Pennock looks in, gets the sign and the pitch. Rolls around, 3-9, struck out. Pena. Herb Pennock gets the job done. Walks off the mound calmly. We go to the 8th. It's 4-2 Yanks. So 4-2 Yanks. We go to the 8th inning. Let's see who the Yankees stay with right now. Let's see if the A's stay with their same person. It'll be Grabowski, Durst, and Combs. So Grabowski will hit against Bradford. Then you might see, I love to say the name, you might see, I can't pronounce the name. What is the name from the movie? Because I think I want him in here to pitch to the lefties. That's why he's on this roster, they're going to say. He didn't come on this team till after the trade deadline. There he is, Ricardo Ricon. You can't afford Ricardo Ricon. Yes, we can. No, you can't. Yes, we can. Of course they can. Ricardo Ricon. Remember him? The guy gets out the left-handers. So Ricardo Ricon. So here we go in the 8th inning. 4-2 Yanks. Grabowski the batter. Righty against righty. Bradford here. Here's the pitch. That's a 5-8 and a 5-ball left field. That is Giambi makes the catch and one away. And let's see if that will do it for Bradford with Durst up and a 2-run lead. Ricardo Ricon, they wait for him and they'll let Bradford pitch to Durst, and probably Combs will probably call him. So Bradford looks in. Here's the pitch. And that's a 3. That's a 7. That's a ground ball. The second. Menachino comes out, makes the play. 2 outs. What an outing for Chad Bradford. 2 outs here in the 8th. And here is Combs. Combs is 1 for 4. Single back in the second. Combs will hit lefty against Chad Bradford. With 2 on, nobody out. He'll still back. Combs stays in there. Sidewinder from Bradford. 3-2. Righty fouls out behind the plate. Catch made by Hernandez. Makes the catch. And the Yankees go 3 up, 3 down. What a performance by Chad Bradford. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 4-2 Yanks. So now the A's will set up for the 4th time through the order. And now Miller Huggins going to see here in this team. Does he stay in there and make the move? And now it's going to be Giambi, top of the 8th, 2-run lead. Pennock stays in there. You can tell he's doing it. 2-8 lefty is a walk, and Giambi draws the walk. Now let's see if the A's move somebody in there to run. So that would be a -3 or -2 because there's nothing. Let's see who can run for the Oakland A's. I need a pinch runner. Who is it? Who can run? Oh, Velarde can get the lead on a 4, and he's a 20 if he can get there. John Mabry, no, we don't want John. Greg Myers is a catcher, can't run. Mark Ellis is a 7, but he doesn't have any wheels to speak of. There you see Jeremy Dye. Boy, when she gets in that lineup, this A's team will change. 488 at bats. Not sure when they did pick him up, but boy, that is going to make a difference on this A's team. So again, there's Mabry. Don't want him in there, we said. So, probably Burnsy. So let's see what Burns can run. Burns has always had speed. He gets it on a 5. He will probably be the most unlikelihood. Oh, and they had 564 at bats from Ray Durham. Wow. And yes, Ray Durham is going to come out. So he must have gotten the rest today or something. So Durham comes in. As for an outfield replacement, I think we're probably going to see Burns. Mr. Burns. So Eric Burns is a 3. So he'll stay in the game. So Ray Durham will come in the ball game and run. So let's do this here. Running, pinch runner, Ray Durham. So Ray Durham in the game, running for the guy at first. So Durham running for Giambi. Runner on first, no outs. 3, again, Pennock can work in the 9th, so he's not tired. Here is Menachino. Again, Durham will probably come in and stay and play second. So let's see what Menachino does in this case. Oakland now needs to see if they're going to make this, what decision they'll make with Durham. Let's see. He'll probably stay in. 225. And now do you take the shot and put in? Let's see. You know what? You don't want to bring in Mark Ellis. They're going to use another. They're going to use another infielder. So Ellis will swing away. Look, better defender than Durham. He's a 2E18 compared to Durham's 4. But Durham has the offensive capabilities. So here's Ellis. Runner on first, no outs. Ellis will hit for Menachino. So Mark Ellis in the game. Here we go. Ellis against Pennock. Righty-lefty matchup. Pennock from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 5-11. That's a ballpark single on a righty, and that's not going to be good. That's a 1. So that is a 9. It was a lefty. Still doesn't get it. Line drive shortstop. So, he gets a break. Ballpark situationals. And Mark Ellis does not come through, 1 away. And now here is Scotty Hatterberg. Lefty-lefty matchup, 1 for 3 in the ball game. Pennock from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. 2-10. Ground ball to short. How about that? I was going to run. Well, actually, you know what? I should have ran for Durham. Let's run Durham first. Sorry, let's run Durham first. I really meant to do that anyway. It's a 7. He's not going to go for on a 10. So now let's re-roll Hatterberg. Unable to get the lead. Runner on first, 1 out. And that's going to be a 1-3. And hit him with the pitch. Hatterberg is hit by a pitch. And, the A's got 2 on. They got 2 on and 1 out. So now here is justice. Is there justice for David? So David comes in. You know what? We're gonna blow our load here, as they say. Jeremy Dye will come in. He will come in, probably be the new right fielder too. Again, not sure when he comes in the roster. This is an as played lineups, but the team is based on an as Stockton, who I have on here. I don't have the exact guys available. I mean, I guess I could, but I don't. So here's Dye. So Dye, a right-handed hitter against Pennock. First and second, 1 out. Pinch hitter for Justice will be Dye. So here comes Jermaine Dye. Wow. First and second, 1 out. Righty-lefty matchup. Here we go. And the Yankees call a timeout. Oh, my. You knew they were going to call a timeout. Let's see who was in this. So they went Pennock. Hoyt comes in and pitches next. Pip Grass shocker. Again, they don't have any. Again, this is where you have guys who come in all the time. They don't have a solid reliever. We'll see. Ward got absolutely hammered the last time he was in this game. So runner on first and second, 1 out. Pennock, the left-handed to Dye. Here's the pitch. 5-4. Pennock fly ball. That is center field. That is Combs. Let's see if Combs. He's a 1E15. He will not drop it. I mean, he won't. He'll get over. And it's a 15, but it's going to be an 11. Oh, 11 on a 15. 15 makes the catch. Nice catch by Combs. Throws it in for the second out. Oh, Combs circled it and made a catch. So Dye's out, 2 on now and 2 outs. So now here's Chavez. He's 2 for 3. Lefty-lefty matchup. Herb Pennock trying to get out of the 8th inning for the Yankees. So Chavez working in here. First and second, 2 outs. Pennock from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-3. Ground ball back to the mound. Herb Pennock's a 2. He is an E7. He's one of the Yankees who can actually field. 2 E7 for Pennock. Let's see. Does he come up with it? That's a 13 on a 7. That's a 16, so he fields it. Let's see. That is an E7 on a 12. 7 on a 12. He dropped the ball. Pennock got 12. There's an error on a 7. An error on Pennock, and the bases are loaded. Holy cow, bases loaded Athletics. The Yankee errors have come absolutely at the wrong time. Errors on a 3-12, 11-12. Bases loaded, Athletics, and 2 outs, and the original Miggy, the batter, Miguel Tejada. Bases loaded, 2 outs for the Athletics. As the Yankees are holding on for dear life here in Oakland against the MoneyBall 2002 A's. Bases loaded. Jeremy Giambi at third. Scotty Hatteberg at second. On at first is Chavez, who reached on the error. 2 outs, bases jammed for Miguel Tejada. Again, in the movie, kind of ignored. 662 at-bats, 308. 34 home runs, 131 RBIs. Herb Pennock. Again, what do you do with this Yankee team? Oh my gosh, you know what? This was 1927. If Miller Huggins was going to do anything bizarre, he's going to do this. And here he comes. And let's see. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Boy, this has just been a freaking ride, folks. This has been an absolute ride. Shockey does not get out righties. That does not help me. If Shockey was to get out a righty right now, if he was a righty influence pitcher, I would be extremely ecstatic. But he doesn't. So righty, no. They did not have a bullpen, folks. This is where you had to use 1927 technology and go with your best damn pitcher, and it's going to be Hoyt. Hoyt pitches tomorrow, but he's going to try to give the Yankees 4 outs here. So this is 27 baseball in a nutshell. So Wade Hoyt comes in. You'll never see this ever again. This knockback comes in. Hoyt will come in trying to save it for the Bombers. Bases loaded. 2 outs, 4-2 Yankees, and it's Miguel Tejada against Wade Hoyt. Here we go. Hoyt from the stretch. Bases loaded, 4-2 Yankees. Here we go. 5-9, pop to second. Oh my, Lazari, wait, catches it, ends the inning. What a job for Wade Hoyt. He gets the job done, and Miller Huggins comes out and pats him on the back. The Yankees, on their first ever quest in this new world called the West Coast, goes to the 9th, up by 2. But now we're going to have to make some changes defensively for these Oakland Athletics, because I just made a ton of moves. So let's see. In right field, Jeremy Dye will stay in and play third. And it was Giambi, Long, Chavez, Tejada, Menachino. So let's put in Durham. He's the one Durham ran for. Do I want to? Let's see. So Durham ran for Giambi, and then Ellis. Oh, we're gonna need another. Oh, we need another outfielder. That's why I was going to make that move. So Durham may get wasted there. I don't know if I should have done that or not. So Eric Burns, Mr. Burns comes in. He'll come in and play left field for the Athletics. He's a 3-6. That's better than the 4s they've had out there. So let's see. So let's do this. Left fielder is Eric Burns. The second baseman will be Mark Ellis, who batted for Menachino in the game. So let's go ahead and make those changes there. Let's go ahead and solidify that. Yes, we need to put them in the lineup, so they show there. So in the second base spot will be Mark Ellis. Let's go ahead and change display position there. And then in the first position, that will be Eric Burns. He is the left fielder here for the Apatos from Springfield. So Mr. Burns playing left field, and then Jermaine Dye will stay in and play right field. Change display position for Dye, and he is now in that spot. 6, 7, 8. Everything else is kosher. So let's go ahead and flip it back. And now it's back to the Yankees. Top of the ninth, Koenig, Ruth, and Gehrig, the bats. So Wade Hoyt, who pitches the next game against the Yankees, gets a quick out, which is what he needed. Koenig in the ball game is 1 for 3 with a walk. Top of the ninth, 4-2 New York. So, and they're going to go, like I said, they're going to go with a pitcher I've been wanting to say. Again, gotta love the movie. We're going to go with him. He's in the ballpark. His name is Ricardo Ricon. You cannot afford Ricardo Ricon. Yes, we can. You cannot afford Ricardo Ricon. I believe we can. But what do you want for Ricardo? And then Ricardo becomes an Oakland Athletic. So he comes in, lefty. He's a lefty guy. Definitely kills lefties on this team. Ricardo Ricon. So Ricardo Ricon in. Let's make the pitching change. This is not bad. Third pitcher for the Oakland Athletics. 4-2 Yanks. Yanks had 4 runs, 11 hits, and a huge error, but didn't come back and bite them. The A's, 2 runs on 9 hits and no errors. Koenig, Ruth, Gehrig. Switchy, righty, switchy, lefty against the tough left-hander Ricon. So here's Koenig batting righty against Ricon. Gets the sign, and here's the pitch. That is a 4-6 and struck him out. Nicely done by Ricardo Ricon. 1 away. Here is the right fielder, Mr. Ruth. 0 for 4 in the ballgame. Average drop below 300 now, 292. He's kind of been struggling a little bit. Ricon looks in. Lefty matchup. This is exactly why Billy Beane wanted him to pitch to these 2 lefties. On the mound, Ricon. Lefty matchup. 2-5. Yeah, Babe says, hold my beer. Gone. Deep to right field. And it is gone. Babe Ruth says, hold my beer. And the Yankees lead 5-2. So Ruth just hammers the hell out of that one. That's an automatic. And Ricardo Ricon goes, why did he trade for me? So Billy Beane, that didn't work out so well. 5-2 Yanks here in the ninth, a huge insurance run. So here's Gehrig. He wants to say, hold my beer, 1 for 4. Home run back in the 5th inning. That was Gehrig's 12th home run of the year. Ruth just hit his 9th home run. So here's Gehrig. Lefty. Ricon looks in. Here's the pitch. That's a 5. That's a 1. That's a hold my beer. And it is 3-5. 3-5 lefty. Single on a 1. Line drive, second base, 2 outs. So unfortunately, that was a 1. That was a hold my beer back-to-back. But now there's 2 outs. And here's Bob Musial, hottest Yankee. 3 for 3. 2 runs scored in the ball game. Average up to 368. 32 of 87 right now. Righty against a lefty. Ricon looks in, gets the sign. 5-2. And let's see, can they get him out? 2-8 lefty, double the left field. You cannot contain Bob Musial. You can only control him. A double for Musial. That is his 6th. That is his 6th base of the game. He's been on 5 times. He's 4 for 4 the walk. And now the Yankees are runner on second, 2 outs for Tony Lazzeri. So now righty-lefty matchup. Just dropped out. Got to get it back. So here's Lazzeri. Runner on second, 2 outs. So now, here we go. Ricon looks in Lazzeri on the pitch. 6-7, ground ball to second. That's Ellis. He is better than Menachino was. So Ellis in the game is a 2E16. Let's see if he can make the play on it and end this inning. Runner on second, 1 out. It's a 14. Oh, a 14. We're going to have to check him out. A 14 on a 16. Let's make sure we are correct on this one. What I just said. Hang on. 14 on an 18. So 14 on an 18. There's no error, and he makes the play. 4-3. So the Yankees get 1 run on a long home run by the Bambino. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Yankees lead by 3, 5-2. And Wade Hoyt is going to stay there and try for the save. Even though he starts tomorrow night, it's going to be Long, Hernandez, and Pena for the A's. So lefty, righty, lefty here for the Athletics. Long comes up, 0 for 3, struggled against Pena. Here's the pitch, and that's a 1-3 ground ball to second. Good play there by Lazare. Throws him out, and you get one away. Ramon Hernandez, 1 for 3 in the ball game. Single back in the third and scored. On deck, Carlos Pena. Here is Hoyt, and the pitch. 4-11 to a righty, fly ball right field. Uh-oh, that's Ruth. Let's see if Ruth can make the catch. He's had his beer in his hand, as they say. 2E14. Come on, babe. Make the catch. And that's a 16. That's going to be trouble. Babe could have some problems here. Hold the beer. Definitely. Let's see. 16 on. That's a 6. That is a 16 on a 14. And let's look at this. 16, that is a 12, 16 on a 14. Makes the catch. Sliding catch by Ruth. 2 away. Oh my, Ruth made a nice catch with 2 outs. And now here is Carlos Pena. Pena's 2 for 3, 2-run homer in the third. Doubled in the fifth, struck out back in the seventh. 2 outs. Hoyt trying to put it away and end this Yankee 3-game losing streak. Looking in, gets the sign, and deals. 4-3, lefty, fly ball. In the left field, that's Musial. He's not much better out there. He's a 1. He's not going to give up the base hit, but he is going to hurt me somewhere. I know it. He is an E17. So an E17 for Musial. Does he come up with it? It's a 5. He does. There's no rare play with no men on. He makes the catch. The Yankees win the ball game as Miller Huggins uses Wade Hoyt and gets a tremendous save in this game. So let's give you some quick results here. So let's go ahead and do this. Winning pitcher Herb Pennock. The save is going to be Wade Hoyt. The loss is still going to be Tim Hudson. Bradford pitched well. Then Ricone gave up that home run. So this was a Tuesday night, the 23rd, as this game was played at the Oakland Alameda Coliseum. All right, let's go ahead and save those results. What a ball game. What a win for the Yankees. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I appreciate always coming in and being a part of the broadcast. So the Yankees win 5-3. They now go to 13-8. The A's lost their first one in this series. So again, let's look at it. The New York Yankees were 13 of 45 runs scored, 5 RBIs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 27 plate appearances. They had 9 assists, committed 1 error. They left 10 on base. The A's left 7. Errors made by Pennock. Doubles, Musial had 2, Pena 1, home run by Gehrig and Ruth and Pena. RBIs, Gehrig number 36, Grabowski 2, Koenig 10, Lazare 17, Ruth 16, and Pena had his first 2. Winning pitcher Herb Pennock, he's 2-0, pitched 6 2/3 innings, 7 hits and 5 strikeouts as Wade Hoyt, who will pitch tomorrow night, gets a save. He went an inning in the third, got 4 outs. His ERA dropped to 1.20. Tim Hudson didn't pitch too badly. 5 2/3, 10 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Bradford went a nice inning in the third. Ricone came in an inning, 2 hits. Gave up the big run earned on the home run by Ruth. So the Yankees win this one by the score of 5-2. Big win puts them to 13-8. Your next Yankee broadcast, or your next Yankee game right now, again, I believe is going to be Wade Hoyt, just to make sure I didn't overdo that. Yeah, Hoyt will pitch. That is Yankee game number 22 and 27 land. But when you go to 2002 Yankees, which we're going to do, let's go into the next game. This should be a Wednesday night on April 24th. The Yankees won 8-5. So let's see what the lineup will be for the A's that night, as it will be Eric, who I do have, I guess. Eric Hidges, he went 6 innings, gave up 8 hits. So that could be a good outing for the Yankees to get some stuff in. They hit him pretty hard. Giambi, Menachino, Hatterberg, Justice, Tejada, Chavez, Long, Hernandez, Pena. Same lineup against the right-hander Wade Hoyt. So see if the Yankees can win 2 in a row in this series and continue to make an upwards winning percentage on this team. As the Oakland Athletics lost, they are now 10-10, while the Yankees get a big win as they will go 13-8. Thank you, folks. Appreciate your time, and please come in and watch the game. Please like, subscribe. Please get involved in the broadcast. I appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. We'll see you again for more New York Yankee 1927 baseball as they play the 2002 Yankees season.